Waiting on the train. Here it comes. So, in the last episode I was able to boost my power grid to about over 4,000, which is great because that means I can now start building a lot more. I was already over capacity. I'm now under capacity by a massive amount. And you can just kind of see down there in front of the train is the new fuel generators that I've got as well. So, plenty of power. So the next step, really, for me is to get phase 2 of the space elevator, because without unlocking that I don't get tier 7 and 8 parts. And the whole sort of reason for boosting the power was not only just because it needs it, but I've got a feeling I'm going to have to tear down the entire iron factory because it's all running on tier 1 stuff. Either that or source another location, but I think it's about time I upgrade it. It's kind of like how I did with the copper factory. So I already got started on making the versatile frameworks. You can just see in the top right hand there. So I've got 628, they're still making some more. And I can't remember how you make the other 2 items. So what I need is steel. I'll probably get rid of the pipes at the moment because I'll pick up more when I go back to the iron factory. And so we have an explorer over here. So I can just drive back, pick up a little bit more fuel. I've got my fuel running into this. So I hopefully never run out. Right, so I've just fired this manufacturer down just to test and see what it is I need. Oh, so the modular engine and the adaptive control unit are both listed under space elevator. So maybe you don't use them for anything other than space elevator. Pretty rough though. Motors, rubber, smart plating. I need 500 of those as well. Now adaptive control unit. It's not too bad because I'm actually making automated wiring and circuit boards and computers all automatically at the moment. Only thing I'm not is heavy modular frames, and I'm going to have to figure out how to make them again. I can make the alternative ones pretty easily. Well, it's not looking too bad. I can get started on all of this. But I'm going to go feed the versatile framework manufacturer at the moment and try and get the ball rolling a bit more on that because it's taken a while. Oh fuck, I wasn't watching where I was going. Oh damn it. Oh no, I don't land the roof. Come on. There we are. So this is the old iron factory. I'm not looking forward to tearing that down, to be honest. So this needs some steel. Now we want to feed this to the max. There we go. Now we're making 12.5 versatile frameworks per minute. I'm just going to let this continue to work away and make these versatile frameworks. Let's see how many we've got. So I'll just deliver these up to the space elevator. Right, so I'm sitting at 840. Now we need a manufacturer to make the modular engines. So all I really need here is motors and smart plating. It's pretty doable. So I've got a bunch of smart plating. Basically, the whole idea of this is to feed this straight in to wherever the hell it goes. Oh, it's over here. There we go. These are going to take a while to make. I gotta do it 500 times. And I don't have the motors. Right, so I have my 3 different component parts that I'll need. So I can't really use the train because it's currently kind of on its own system. I don't want to interrupt because it's how I'm getting my computers, and I'll need the computers. So I'm wondering if it's probably a good idea to build a truck like the big ones. Just don't think they're going to be it's not going to be very good to drive on this road. This road was literally built just for something this size, and the trucks are much bigger. I've put the recipe up, not too bad. Right, so this is the truck. I'm not really sure where you put the fuel in. Ah, there it is. You can drop a ton of stuff in here. Try driving this thing back. It's not too bad actually. It's not bad speed as well. So I'm going to have to reverse in here and grab myself some of these stators. It's not too bad on fuel this either. Thought it would be a lot worse. Climbs the hills really well. Maybe I underestimated these trucks. Shit. Nope. Oh. Well, it turns out the steering is not that good. Not good enough to be, you know, going into corners at that speed anyway. The good news is though, I just got attacked by a bunch of creatures like those little bumblebee things, and it didn't even do any damage. So I'll go up here first. Fucking tight. Let's see what's in the workbench. Where's the rubber? I thought I picked up rubber. And motors, we just need motors now, which are made on a constructor. Oh, that's a constructor. I need an assembler. Just connect to one of these. There we go. It's a bit dodgy, but it'll work. Right, so this will make motors at 5 per minute. How many do I need? 2 at 5. Okay. These fucking storage containers are a pain in the ass. Right. So I've got one that I can drop them into. One I can drop the what do you call them? I've got motors. It's the rotors I need. So I've got a ton of rotors down here somewhere. Let's drop all these rotors. I know I'm doing this manually and it's probably a better way of doing this, but right, there we are. So some 1,000, over 1,100 for the versatile frameworks. And steel's running low. So what I'm actually thinking about doing, in fact, I'm not going to think about it, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to rip all of this down. All of that hard work I put in at the start of the game. Rip it all out. So I'm just going to demolish all the road systems that take me over to the steel and oil factory. Because from now on, the train's going to be the way forward. I'm actually starting to wonder if it would be better just to, instead of using the truck, because my plan was to basically gather up all the resources using the truck, but it might be a better idea just to build a second train line, because you can get the angles a bit easier, and it runs off electricity, so I don't have to worry about fuel as much, although I do have plenty of fuel, it's not an issue. So that looks a lot neater now anyway. Put a barrier there. Yeah, I think I could have another train station just coming into that platform there. The only issue is, I don't know if I've got enough stuff. It doesn't even need to stop here at the moment. I really need to write down everything because I'm totally blanking what I need. And what does a railway take? Just steel pipe and steel beam. So I need rubber and what else do I need? Modular engine. Rubber, motors, which means stators. So rubber and stators, that's all I need. Just the rubber and the stators. So I've actually got a plan. I'm going to put this place down as the sort of the collection point for the train station. Now I think the best way to deal with this one would actually be to run it just up there, pick up the rubber, bring it back potentially underneath there. So since I've got a ton of concrete, I'm just going to make concrete pillars, and I hope that'll be enough. It's a bit wobbly, so I'm thinking about putting it here actually. Let me have a little try and see. I can't remember what freaking direction this is going in now. It's going that way. So technically this would be it would go this way. So I'm going to put an empty, should I put an empty platform down? No, I can't afford that. So it comes here and picks up the rubber. Now this is where the issues are going to come in. I need to raise this. So it'll come down here. It's too long. But we now need to transport the rubber over to there. Isn't too much of an issue. There we go. Now, I may as well just make use of this road that I've got out here already. However, that's kind of a big drop. Right. So we've got like a proper loop going on now. I'm going to try and bring this down a little bit. Fuck, I'm running out of fuel. Close one. It's too far away. So, may as well just use the infrastructure. Can I say it? Infrastructure that I've already built on. And just keep building the train up here. Right, so we're just gradually going down the way now. It's a bit of a freaking roller coaster. So I think I'll loop it to where the truck's parked. The truck that I'm probably not going to move now because it's upstairs and I can't do shit all about that. Yeah, so I'll go build the train station. Somewhere around about here. Right, so if I remember rightly, trains are going this direction. We've got a freight platform attached to that. There we go. That's it. It's not really completed as a loop, but kind of see what's happening. I think I can hook that up to that. Right, so I've joined up the track to my original track. This is going to save me a bunch of steel. So I'm going to put a block signal. I think it goes here. Fuck, I don't even know, man. I'm going to actually tear this down at the moment because this train track annoys the hell out of me. Right, there we go. It snakes around, but it's not as up and down like a roller coaster as it was before. Oh, I forgot I had this old train track here. Don't need that anymore. How much of that is left? I think that's it. Just there's one more bit. Right, so my train will come down here. We want to offshoot it from here. I just need to figure out how to... I really haven't mastered the art of building railways properly. All of my railways are like freaking chicanes. Look at that. Look at the state of that. But it doesn't really matter as long as it does the job. Almost at the end. Oh, it's just out of reach. So I need to connect this up to the power somewhere. There's power over there. And I also need to put a train down, but I don't have the resources for a train. Right, so I've never used these block signals before. But from what I understand, you can put them... Is it here? I don't know if that tells you... Oh, what the fuck? Is that right? I don't freaking know. I think it's path signal I use because they're bi-directional. Signal loops into itself. Signal loops into itself. I don't really know what to do about that. It's a good thing I don't design the infrastructure of the country, because it would be mental. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the iron factory, build a train and freight car, and then set up what I want to do. Now I think I need to put those path signals at the other end of this as well. Yeah, this was actually just going to be me trying to complete phase 3. I don't know why I kept calling it phase 2. But instead it's turned into me building a brand new railway. It's amazing how complex these things get quickly. Right, so put another couple of path signals here. They don't seem to do a fucking thing, but they need power? No, because this already has power, doesn't it? Maybe they'll work once I put a train down. Okay, so time to put down... Right, time to test. Now I have no idea how this thing works. I'm assuming the signals automatically alert the other train that I'm on the track. Yeah, it looks like it. Wait, what the fuck is it doing? Oh fuck! I didn't know that happened. Oh no. It just auto-saved as well. I don't really know what this does. Path block cannot contain stations, but there's not a station. Oh, there is a fucking station in between, isn't there? I didn't know that was going to be a problem. Might have to just do a side-by-side sort of railway. Right, so that's round the wrong way. So we want train station like this. Freight platform like this. Rubber reload is what I'm going to call this one. It's a stupid name. It reminds me of what I'm using it for. Right, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go back to the steel factory, pick up some more steel and pipes, and probably build a second line, because that was a clusterfuck. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. I've done it all back to front. I've done it all back to front. So I've not got much steel now, but just steal all the stuff off the conveyor belt. Some of that as well. Shoot, stop. So I'm going to have to dismantle this as a whole. So what I might actually do with this is get rid of all of that. Okay. So what I actually want to do is I want to merge this railway here back into that railway. I think the easiest way of doing that is just like try to get back up onto the road like that. Need to watch out for my fuel. Did I just fuck that up? I did fuck it up. There we go. That will come down there, loop around and go back that way. Rightio. Let's try this shit again. I can't believe that it actually derails. I didn't expect that in the slightest. Oh shit. How did I miss that? This is why you test. I wonder if this is going to collide it a little bit. Not too bad though. And we look back down onto this road. So this time I'm just going to have to do another loop like I did with the other railway. Oh shit, my train over there is blocked because of that. I will look into how to use these signals, but for now, I have no idea. And I fucked that up. Full loop completed. Now I just need to remember what resources I need. I can't fucking remember. So it needs rubber, and it needs motors. And the motors are being made, so it's stators and rubber. Those are the only two things I need to get. No power. Need to go get myself some wire apparently. There we go. So we should have power now going into the railway. So we go to the space elevator at the end. But I need to rename this. Because I'm going to use this for stators only at the moment, I'm going to call this stators stop. Why is it went back to Grizzleham? No, I just need to link the stators up. So we'll just run the stators along here, and down in there. So now I can automate this. So we go to rubber reload, space elevator, and stator stop. Save those changes. And this should... Where the fuck is it going? It looks like we're going to miss the stators for the moment, but it's okay. I do wonder if there's like an incline limit on these. Like if you keep just going up and up, will it eventually come to a halt? Will it go backwards? It's got pretty good brakes on them, so I don't imagine it would. Right, so this is the first time I've had it stop here. We can see there's a lot of rubber and stuff, so I'm going to fire the rubber in there. Right, so I have made quite a lot of progress. I mean, it doesn't look like it in terms of numbers on the top right there, but I am slowly, with this manufacturer, going to be making modular engines. It's only 2.5 per minute, so that's going to take quite a long time. But it is, you know, I'm not going to say it's automated because it's not. Right? But yeah, we've got a train that is delivering all the resources just to the storage container here, and I can take them out and fire them in where they need to be. We've got plenty of rubber, that's not an issue. And we have this constructor here just constantly making motors. It's a little bit slow to build. There's nothing I can really do about that. And while that slowly feeds into the space elevator automatically, because I've got a conveyor belt going in there. So if I was to do what? Nah, I'm not even going to try and do the maths on how long it's going to take. Fucking ages, that's how long. And we've just got our steel. I need to top this up with steel, because it's using a lot of steel to make these versatile frameworks. Which, we're almost finished, really. I've got less than 1,000 to go, about 800. In fact, less than that now. Okay, so I went AFK, and just let the machines operate. You can kind of see I've now got a backup of modular engines, which isn't a bad thing. But anyway, that's 500 of them made. The versatile frameworks are almost done, so now I need to focus on the other thingamajiggy, I don't know what it's called, adaptive control unit. They don't look like they're going to be too much of a problem. So it's computers. Oh yeah, just ignore the mess of conveyors. So basically, I set up a manufacturer over here just to make these modular frames, and I've just been manually feeding it with what it needs. So what I should do is I'll turn this into frameworks. In fact, I'm going to do it with the steel pipe at the moment. I've got loads of steel pipe on me. Encased industrial beams. I'll have all the screws. This is look, it's going to be a mess. It's absolutely diabolical. So we have the modular frames going straight in here, and I've got steel pipe, and then just encased industrial beams. I think that's it. So we need to get rid of... What do I need to get rid of? I need to pick up as much rubber as I can. So this manufacturer is now dedicated to just making a bunch of heavy modular frames, which will not go in there. I don't need that. We're done with that now. And this will be the one that I use for the adaptive control units. So we'll line this up to here. Now I need circuit boards, automated wiring. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go just grab them and sort of manually load the train up, because I don't actually have a train station here. And this is where the circuit boards are made. Plastic production is the thing that's holding up everything a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'll see if I can get some more plastic. Come back, come back. Actually, it's not an issue because I've got my other train upstairs. So yeah, I want to boost the plastic production that's going into that train that's just passed. Right, so we want to get rid of that. And we will be swapping this back to plastic. And that will go back to plastic as well. Again, super messy. But this is going to make a lot more plastic output, which should hopefully boost circuit boards and computers being made. Okay, I'm happy with that. So I can head back the way I came, and I'll stop off at the computer factory, see how much circuit boards and computers we've made in the last 10 minutes. Sorry, this fly's attacking me. So it looks like we've got some plastic feeding in now. So I've picked up a little bit of resources. It's enough to get started. So I'll just go drop them off. Wow, that's coming in fast. Yeah, that didn't go very well. Shit, automated wiring, I forgot about that. I've got loads of that, so I'm just going to head back and get that. Not sure how many, so I'm just going to take pretty much all of them. Save me taking 2 trips. Okay, so I have all the components I need to start production of the final thing that I need. I should have enough steel on me to finish the versatile frameworks. That means pretty much everything I have to finish. Oh, for fuck's sake, I've just overshot this again. Anyway, as I was saying, I have everything I need to feed that manufacturer and finish up with phase 3 of the space elevator and unlock the last 2 tiers. It's been a bit of a slog to get this. I don't need that train to be automatic anymore. So I'll take the steel, I'll dump the steel down here. The computers, the circuit boards. So, automated wiring. There we are. Yeah, that construction time is pretty wild. So it's going to take a while. It's just that's a long time constructing. So, I'll be back once I hit 100. So it shouldn't take me too long. Alright, that's it all done. That was actually a lot less painful than I thought. Completing phase 3, like the adaptive unit thing, majiggeries, I don't know what they're called again. All done. The most painful bit was these modular engines. They took frickin' ages. I can seal it. How dramatic. It's been so long since I did this, I forgot this you had to do that. You send it away. Final phase of early access. Employee of the planet. I didn't think there was another phase, but apparently there is. Insane, I need 1,000 of these. Nuclear pasta. Thermal propulsion rocket. Magnetic field generator. Assembly director system. Well, shit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip over to the hub and see what tier 7 and 8 gets me. I think I'm going to have to make a lot of big changes to start making this stuff and potentially expand out into that area there. Really investigate all the new resources. In fact, if we've got nuclear past now, it probably means we can make a nuclear power plant. Because we know there's uranium, and there's uranium up at the top of that hill, that mountain over there actually. So I remember climbing it. Tier 7 and tier 8. Wow, these are all, looks like power. Right, so tier 7, bauxite. I've not actually worked with bauxite yet. Okay, that's a lot of just stuff. Scanner update, raw quartz. Well, we've been mining quartz for ages, so that's a bit late. And bauxite. I'm sure I can already scan for bauxite, I don't know. Well, I can't. I'm not really sure what you use aluminium for. Blender? You can blend fluids, combine them with solid parts. So I wonder how you make aluminium then. Jesus, I got a lot to learn. Right, let's see. Logistics. Oh, so there's Mark 5 conveyor belts. I didn't know that. That's 780 per minute it can transfer. Hazmat suit. Ah, that's what I'm going to need to deal with the radioactive stuff. And I can't do that until I've got aluminium anyway, so. Aeronautical engineering. Oh, so we've got airplanes. Right, so that's the parts that we need for the phase 4 of the space elevator. Scanner update, sulfur, supercomputers, drones, and a drone port. So drones, that's interesting. I would like to get them, but it looks like they've got a lot of stuff. Interesting. A hover part. A hover pack. I assume that's going to be like the jetpack, except more controlled. Right, let's have a look at tier 8. Nuclear power sounds pretty obvious, and I need it for this part for the phase 4 as well. Nuclear power plant, advanced aluminium production. I've just realised it's the American pronunciation of aluminum, but I'm not going to fucking say that, even though I just did. Yeah, so there's so much new shit. A nitrogen gas, a water well, crude oil well. Well, we can already scan for some of this stuff. Resource well extractor. So is this? I'm a little bit confused. What is a resource well then? Right, leading edge production. Another part, miner Mark 3. Yeah, I'd like to unlock that, but the steel pipe's fine. Supercomputer's probably not too hard. Fused modular frames. And we've got particle enrichment. That's some really high-tech shit. Well, a little bit off of this stuff. So I guess bauxite refinement's the next thing, because all the rest needs some sort of aluminium. So I'll select that, and I shall leave that there for now. I think in the next video I'll probably just do a bit of research, unlock, like find some hard drives and just try to unlock all the stuff in the MAM, because I've not done much of that. In fact, I've got a MAM down here to have a quick look. I haven't even really finished the first one, alien organisms. Research, exploration, and then I'll start tackling the new milestones with the information that I gather from the exploration. So I appreciate you watching. I know this was a crap video, a bit boring, and it was fucking boring to wait for me for 500 doodah things to get made. So have a great day, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. See you later.